Good morning students, welcome back to the e-learning platform of the GS College of Commerce, Wardha, and welcome back to the second year's fourth semester. We have completed our third semester of the monetary economics. Now in today's video lecture we are going to start our fourth semester of the monetary economics part 2. Today we will see the syllabus. Okay. So as usual we will have the 4 units. Unit 1 will comprise of the commercial banking, whereby we are going to see here the commercial banks, features of the commercial banks, types of the commercial banks. Similarly, under this particular unit we are going to see the credit creation function of the commercial bank, which is one of the important functions of the commercial bank. Similarly, we are going to see here the functions of the commercial bank and the investment policy of the commercial bank. All these aspects would come under the first chapter of the first unit, and then there is the second chapter, that is the non-performing assets, that is NPA. So in the first unit we are having the only 2 chapters. The first one is the fundamentals of the commercial banks and the second one is the non-performing assets. Now we are coming on the next aspect of our syllabus, that is the unit 2. Unit 2 is comprised of the banking and the core banking, where we are going to see what ATMs, similarly the debit card, credit card, plastic card, smart card, all these cards features, merits as well as demerits. After that we are going to see the electronic fund transfer and the electronic clearance system. So the second unit is comprised of the different aspects related with the banking, whereby we are going to see the ATMs, debit card, credit cards. Okay, nowadays all these are the useful things which we are using. Okay. So as far as the unit 2 is concerned, there we can consider only the one chapter. Under the one chapter we are going to see these different aspects. Okay. And then we are having the third unit. The third unit is of the banking and the customer relation, banks and the customer relationship. Okay. So banks and the customer relationship, under this we are going to see basically the bank, its definition. Similarly, the customers and banks relationship under the different views or under the different heads. Okay, like the bailee and the bailer. Okay, similarly the trustee and the other way. Okay, so the relationship of the bank and the customer. Then we are going to see the operating and the closing of the various types of the accounts. Okay, the different types of the accounts which are maintained. Then we will see the third aspect. The third aspect is actually the methods of calculating the interest rates. Okay, so these are the aspects which we are going to see under the third unit. So if you will classify the third unit, we will classify the third unit into the 3 chapters. Okay, the first one is the banks and customer relationship, and the second one is their opening and the closing of the bank's accounts and the calculation of the interest rates. Okay. And then we are having the 4th unit, and the 4th unit is the unit 4, which is comprised of the central bank. As you can see, this is only the one chapter over here, whereby we are going to see the central bank, its functions, okay, the features, its history, and then the credit control measures which are adopted by the central bank. Okay, the quantitative measures as well as the qualitative measures, which we are going to see all these aspects in details. As far as the third semester is concerned, we have seen these aspects, okay, under the inflation and deflation, okay, to a certain extent to control this inflationary situation as well as deflationary situation, whereby the measures which are taken by the central bank, okay, under the monetary policy. So here we are going to see these credit control measures, the qualitative measures as well as the quantitative measures. Okay. whereby we are seeing the open market operations and the bank rate and the other aspects. Okay, so this is your entire syllabus. This is a sweet and a small syllabus. Okay, just like your third semester. Okay. Now, as far as the paper pattern is concerned, this paper pattern is also like your third semester paper pattern, whereby you are having the question number 1. The question number 1 is comprised of A, B or C. A is of 8 marks, B is of 8 marks and C is of 16 marks. Sorry. The 16 marks, again all these questions will come from where? These questions will come from the first unit. Okay. The question number 2, the same pattern of the question number 1. A is of 8 marks, B is of 8 marks and C is of 16 marks. And the questions will come from where? The questions will come from the second unit. And now the third question, just like its predecessor, 8 and 16, but these questions will come from where? The third unit. And the question number 4, is of same pattern, 8 or 16, but the questions will come from where? The questions will come from the fourth unit. Okay. And the last question is question number 5, whereby you are having no choice. A is of 4 marks, will come from the first unit. B is of 4 marks, will come from the second unit. C is of 4 marks, will come from the third unit. And D is of 4 marks and will come from the fourth unit. Okay. So as far as the paper pattern and the syllabus you have seen, you can imagine that this is one of the easy syllabus. Okay. Unit 1, only the 2 chapters which you are going to see. Unit 2, only the 1 chapter whereby you are going to see the merits and demerits and nothing else. Unit 3, the banks and customer relationship. Banks and customer relationship, it's a quite an easy aspect. Similarly, operating and the closing of the bank accounts and the methods of calculating the interest rates. Okay. So here you are having only the 3 chapters. Okay. As far as the unit 4 is concerned, only the 1 chapter is there, that is the central bank. And as far as this chapter is concerned, you had studied these aspects in the earlier class also. Okay, but we are going to see it in details. The commercial bank you had studied in the earlier class, that is in the 12th standard, and the central bank you had studied in the 12th standard. But let it be, we have to see it in details, all these aspects. So in the next video lecture, we'll start our 4th semester monetary economics part 2. Thank you.